Hi guys, Marian here. Happy New Year. I'm so excited to share with you guys my traditional first video for each new year, and that is a Hebrew/Jewish baby name guide. So here is my 2021 Hebrew Jewish baby names for you guys. These are my top picks for most popular, on the rise, most exciting, ones I love most baby names. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Marian and I make videos about being a mom and being a Jewish mom. So if you like this one, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below so you don't miss any more of my content. And if you're interested in all things Jewish and pregnancy, I have a book all about that. I'm gonna put the link below, and if you're watching this video as it premieres, stay tuned for some very exciting videos to come out very soon all about that. Okay, so let's jump in. I'm going to start with girls' names this year, and my number one for that is the Hebrew name Shira. Shira means song, and the reason I chose it as my number one is that I think that our 2020's Jewish celebrity of the year was Shira Haas. She starred in Unorthodox as well as Stissel, both of which I love, both of which I have reviews for, which I'll link below. So I believe that Shira will definitely be an on-the-rise popular Hebrew baby name in 2021. I also think it's just a really beautiful name. It's one I've always loved. I'm sure I've mentioned it in a baby name video before. So that's my top pick. Number two, I'm gonna go with Maya. I love the name Maya. I have a family member named Maya who I love and adore. This has been a super popular name in Israel as well as in the US, and I believe it will continue to be so. I'm also curious if we might see any more Maims out there. So Maim is Maim Bialik's name, and she's another Jewish celebrity who was really popular in 2020 as well as previous years, but I feel like this has been a good year for her. So I'm curious if we might see a bit of that, but those two names are connected. Maya means spring or brook, which is tied to the name Maim, which means water. My third pick for girl's name is an Ariel or Ariella, which means Lion of God. I think this is going to be a popular baby name in 2021 because I think a lot of couples have been thinking about names that are really strong and show that determination and spirit and everything else that we really needed and relied on in 2020. So I think names with a lot of strength in them will continue to be really popular in 2021. Now my fourth name choice for 2021 for a girl is Ella, and this is an interesting one. I chose it because Kamala Harris's husband's daughter is named Ella, and I think as their family rises in popularity, that name will as well. It's also just a beautiful name and one that has continued to be popular, but I can see it be on the rise for 2021. And my fifth and final name for girls is Sarah. Why? Because it's a classic. Consistency, people. 2020 threw everyone, and everyone talked about how all they wanted was predictability, how they wanted things to just go back to being normal. And I think Sarah is a classic, beautiful biblical name that we'll see more of in 2021. Okay, let's move on to boys' names. I am a boy mom. I love boys' names, and my number one pick for 2021 is David or David. So David Diggs was a super popular Jewish celebrity in 2020. He wrote and sang the classic hit Puppy for Hanukkah this past year. So I believe that David, which has always been top of the charts, will continue to be so in 2021, and that we'll even see some pronunciations of it or some spellings of it like David Diggs. Okay, next up for me for boys' names is Ethan. Ethan is also a chart topper and has been for a while, but the name Ethan means enduring and strong, and again, that just hits on that classic theme for what we all want in 2021 to build on that strength. So I think Ethan will rise again in popularity because of that really strong meaning behind it. My next choice for boys' names is Caleb. Caleb is such a classic biblical name. Caleb was one of the scouts that Moses sent to the Holy Land, to the land of milk and honey, to see, if it was safe to continue their path there or what they had to do. So it's the idea of this devoted servant of God, and I love that. So classic, so biblical, ties into prayer and God and devotion and all of that, which again is just that idea of faith built into baby names for 2021. My next pick for boys' names is Ezra. Ezra means helper. It's such a beautiful name, and I think in 2020 we all learned how valuable helpers in our lives can be and how much we need them and how none of us are truly alone even when we feel it. So I believe that Ezra will be a really popular boy's name in 2021. And finally, my last pick for 2021 for boys is Amir. Amir means treetop, and again, it signifies that sense of strength, being on top, powerful. So I believe we'll see that one continue to be popular in this coming year. So that is it. Those are my choices for boys and girls names that I think will be really popular in 2021 for Jewish names or Hebrew names and biblical names. I hope you guys like my list. Let me know down below what you think are going to be some popular names, or if you're expecting this year, what you're thinking about naming your kids. I love chatting baby names. And like I mentioned before, if you're into all things Jewish and babies and pregnancies, I have a lot coming up for that. So definitely click that link in my bio down below to find out more about my book so you can stay tuned with everything going on there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a very happy and healthy new year. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.